I seek Valendrian, Elder and Administrator of the Alienage.
Here, Captain. I take it you have come in response to today's disruption.
Don't play ignorant with me, Elder. You'll not prevent justice from being done. The Earl's son lies dead in a river of blood that runs through the entire palace. I need names, and I need them now.
Why are you looking at me? It was Soros and me, it was my doing, or I could stay quiet. No, it was me. I did it.
You expect me to believe one woman did all of that?
We are not all so helpless, Captain.
You saved many by coming forward. I don't envy your fate, but I applaud your courage. This elf will wait in the dungeon until the Earl returns. The rest of you, back to your houses.
Captain, a word, if you please.
What is it, Grey Warden? The situation is well under control, as you can see.
Be that as it may, I hereby invoke the Grey Warden's right of conscription. I remove this woman into my custody.
Hear that? You can't touch me.
Son of a tie-down. Very well, Grey Warden. I cannot challenge your rights, but I'll ask one thing. Get this elf out of the city today.
Agreed.
Now I need to get my men on the streets before this news hits. Move out!
You're with me now. Say your goodbyes and see me when you're ready. We leave immediately.
But what's going to happen here?
For the moment, they are fine. There are far more important matters arising that endanger more than just your people. I needed a Grey Warden, and I found one. That conscripting you saved your life is only circumstance. You did what you had to do to accomplish your mission. We need people like you. Now quickly, say your goodbyes. Your life here is over.
Right. Bye.
Thank you. You really saved my hide back there.
What will you do now? Oh, don't mention it.
Still casual, even now. I wish I had your nerves or skill or, well, anything. No more daydreaming. I'm settling down. Valora's a good woman, and she has ideas on making life better for everyone here. Your father had the women take Shiani back to your place. Will you see her before you go?
Of course.
Good luck, cousin. You've been my hero since we were kids. It's just official now.
Valendrian?
Well, I guess Duncan got his recruit after all.
There's a whole world out there, you know.
Indeed. It only saddens me that it has taken this for you to find it. If you'll excuse me, I must tend to our people. Goodbye, young one, and make her keep you.
I do realise that having now been made a Grey Warden, this isn't going to technically be in the Let's Play proper. It's weird thinking about the fact that my Let's Play has non-canon elements, like this. Like this little wrap-up bit that I want to do, just to see what this bit of the story is like. What would this bit of the story be like if I'd chosen to play as Nimue, as it happened to? I've got to level up. It's completely pointless, I won't do it. Syrian.
If this is what the Maker has planned for you, then I guess it's for the best. Your mother would have been pleased.
I hope so.
Take care, my girl. Be safe and wise. And, well, you know, we'll all miss you.
I think I'll miss it here. Because this is probably all Nimue's really known. I mean, yes, he's a bit kind of at times, but this is her home. Valora.
There you are. Thank you. For me, for Soros, for everything.
Yeah, elves need to stick together.
You're the sister I always wanted. Shiani seems to have regained herself. I'll leave you two alone. Good luck, and thank you again.
You alright?
You took all the responsibility for what happened. You're amazing, you know that?
How are you holding up?
I'm alright. As far as the others know, Vaughn just roughed me up a bit. I just don't want them treating me like some fragile doll. I love you, cousin. Make us proud out there.
I love you too, Shiani.
Make her watch over you.
Hug. Bye. Bye. Yeah, we're going. Yeah. We're leaving. So, yeah, actually, I thought there'd be, like, massive disruption. I mean, he was talking about the fact that the old son was dead. So, I mean, I'm getting, well... Distinct lack of, massive unrest. Maybe something happens after your character leaves. Well, that would make perfect sense, because I'm guessing, if you're playing as this character, you have an idea of why there's unrest, but you don't know the whole story, and you're investigating it as much as anything else. Okay, come on, Duncan, let's go then.
Are you ready to go?
I am.
Good. Then we leave for Ostagar immediately. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I'm no friend of yours, human lord. Yeah, don't care that he's the king. Really don't.
You've got yourself a lively one, Duncan. And I was beginning to think the wardens were all stodgy priests. I see you're an elf, friend. From where do you hail?
from one of your alienages, naturally. No, I think we'll just go to the city of Denerim. Just be kind of gonna answer your question.
As do I. Though I've not been in the palace for some time. Do you come from the alienage?
No.
Tell me, how is it there? My guards all but forbid me going there.
Yeah, you think you know what's going on? I killed an old son for raping my friend.
You... what?
Yes.
Your Majesty, I would not have put it so bluntly. There are events in Denerim you should be aware of.
So it seems. I will hear more about this matter later. For now, we have a war to attend to. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Yep, your welcome means nothing to me.
I remind you that you speak to the King of Ferelden.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Shame.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
You could if you were not such a fool. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think she's going to be brusque with him. You could if you were not such a fool.
You must not speak of the king so. He is over-eager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal would be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Wonderful. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
There we go, conscripted. And, yeah. So, here we are, we're back at Ostagar. So that's the end of Nimue's section. I noticed a few things about the king. He always seems to say, we'll deal with that later. Obviously, you've got the plummet and everything. But he seems like, if that's the case... This is my staring at wistfully place where I talk. But if that's the case, he seems like a good king, in the fact that he actually seems to care and listen. Nimue was, of course, a bit brusque with him, having, you know, the last human noble she really dealt with and spoke to was, of course, Vaughn. I think the way Valendrian acted towards Duncan, he's pretty much an honorary elf, rather than... She doesn't consider him a real human, he's an honorary elf. Especially with what happened to Vaughn, I don't know how she's going to react, how she would react to more humans. Be interesting to see what her reaction to Turn Loghain would be. That could be interesting. That could be quite intriguing. But I'm going to call it there. If you want to see a full Let's Play as a City Elf, Spiffy Squee, or Squee913 as was, did one as a character called Eagleclaw, who was also a City Elf rogue. So if you want to see a full playthrough as a City Elf, go and check him out. And thanks for watching.